I was hoping, we put him in that position. We run a lot of sets for him in his position for him to do his thing. So I'm just excited about Lou, a guy who come back from his injury, worked hard, dedicated himself to getting his body right. Nobody kind of knew what he was going to bring to the table once he was signed, whether it's damaged goods or whatever, and he's proved to everybody that he's the old Lou Williams. And in talking to all the Philadelphia coaches, they had nothing but great things to say, doing my research on Lou when we traded for him. And he's everything that and more to our team. Old head vet, good spirit, good karma, everything that you want out of a veteran like that. And he's one of our most experienced guys right now. So I'm very, very, truly happy for Lou.
Just the points aside, and you could quantify how many games that you guys won when he scored so many points, but how many games do you think he won just by when he would come on and his aura and what he could do for them?
It's hard to say, a number. I don't know a number off the top of my head, but he was a big factor in a lot of in all of our victories. Just because teams have to game plan for him, they come out with special coverages for him, which helps Pat, which helps Greivis in the second unit, and then when he's in there with Kyle and DeMar, he helps them because they have to do special things to stop him. So it's a plus. It's a huge plus. So we're excited that he's with us. I was surprised. I didn't think it was that Greivis, but Masai's already spoken on it, apologetic for it. But he's already spoken on that, and it is what it is. It is what it is. I love Masai's spirit, his love, his passion for the team, and what he brings to the table. You can't put a dollar sign on it.
How would you describe Greivis as someone who's never met him?
What's that?
Someone who's never met him. How would you describe
Greivis? Wow. I would say he's a very passionate young man who loves the game. He loves his teammates. But the word passionate keeps coming back more so than anything else. He'll run through the wall for you. Greivis run through the wall. He won't turn back and say, now what do you want me to do? He doesn't question that. He's a team guy first, passionate, excellent clutch shooter. The moment doesn't bother him. But the word passionate would be the word I would use for Greivis. No, I love the extra day off. It helps us. We can prepare yesterday, today, do some things on the court, work out. Just for preparation, you always want to have that. And also the recovery. I think that's huge for having a quality production, the energy that you're going to have instead of coming back one day between games. That's difficult on guys' bodies. Well, yeah, you do. From that standpoint, yes. But as far as you asked me from a coaching standpoint, I do think from a coaching standpoint, guys have more energy. They're better prepared with 2 days in between. Now, they may say from a competitive standpoint that they want to get back out there and go at it again. But again, we got to deal with reality.
Dwane, speaking about Lou, how much of game one came down to he struggled with Kyle, struggled with DeMar, struggled with Terrence collectively, and will that happen again?
Well, I can't predict whether it's going to happen again. I know that was the main reason why we struggled. They missed some wide open looks that they normally make. We have confidence that they're going to make those shots, those same shots, and we got to give Washington credit. Washington played a good defensive game. I mean, they were in our grill. Their length was into us, so they did a good job. But the open shots that we missed, the wide open layups that we missed, the bunnies we missed, those are the shots we have to convert on in a pressure situation.
Coach, what's your ratio for rebounding effort versus how do you rate that?
I think, the guys like Dennis Rodman, Charles Oakley, those guys are born. Those true rebounders, those guys are born. The DNA is there. Technique is huge. Attention to detail is huge. The want to is huge. But I think natural is just like shooting. I think rebounders are born. And I think you can help them a little bit as far as technique, anticipation, where the ball's coming off from, preparing them, okay, on this play, it's normally going to come on this side of the rim. You can help guys with that, but a lot of that is born. And then I would say the second part would be technique and want to. And again, it's not when we get beat, a lot of ours is anticipation, contact, physicality, all those things are things we've been preaching more so than anything else. And it's a five-man job. It's not just the big. The guards have to get in there and use some of their skill too, their athletic ability, speed, and quickness to clean up the lane area on some of those long rebounds.
You faced him many times in the regular season. What's it like going up against Randy Whitman, one of your former assistants in Minnesota, just in the playoffs? And what do you remember about your time there?
Right. Oh, Randy's a good basketball man, solid basketball man, loyal, smart, former player, knows the game. You know, it's you know, they're the same team. It's not like you're going to flip a switch and they're going to change their whole philosophy. The intensity level is higher in the playoffs. The attention to detail has to be higher by the players, and so we have to be on our target, on our game too as coaches, as far as recognizing what they're trying to do and seeing it, the plays they're running, the defensive schemes they're doing, and you know, our staff has done a great job. We know everything there is to know about Washington, and I'm sure that vice versa, their staff, that he has a solid staff with him there, with their group. So it's tough, it's fun, and it's also difficult to go against friends as far as the coaches. But again, as I said before, I wish it was between Randy and I one-on-one, or our coaching staffs one-on-one, but it's not. You know, so, but he has his team well prepared, as I feel like our team is well prepared going into the game.
Slowed the game down, went to too many sets. When you were in Dallas and you ran to the championship, Jason Kidd did a lot of playing in the flow. Play call, getting to you, saying everybody knows everybody's play. You want your guys to
I would love for our guys to do that. I've never told our guys not to run, push the ball, and been criticized a little bit for that, but for being up and down a little bit too much, but that's where we have to play. And so any of our players, we've always told them to push the ball. Now, dead ball situations, if we don't get a stop, whatever, we want to run something solid, something good. That's the only time. I don't think we were guilty of running too many sets. We gotta execute in our flow, which we have, the same thing that we had in Dallas. We have that.
Is that getting back, though, to, you just said a minute ago, that you played each other so much, you know everybody's play, each other's play calls. That kind of.
No, but every possession is not a play. I would say most their possessions is transition, and which is you have to stop with Washington. And but when they do run a set, we know what that call is. We know who is trying to get what, and I'm sure vice versa when they go to that. But I would say both of our teams, the majority of our plays are in transition, in flow, in random play, for both sides.
How did you and Randy meet, develop the relationship, or what made you want to hire him in Minnesota?
Well, just a good basketball man. He was available. His family was still there in Minnesota. We was looking for an assistant. At that time, McHale had a relationship with him, Kevin McHale, who was the general manager at the time. We met over the summer numerous times, got to know each other, and you know, saw that his wife at that time was there. His son was still in high school in Minneapolis, so he was there in the summertime. So that's how it came about.
You guys had the experience of losing the first game and knowing that the series would go a long way, but there's got to feel fairly urgent about not going down 0-2.
You're always that. I don't care who you are. It was that way everywhere I've been in the playoffs. You always, if you lose that first game, you're always anxious for the next game to come. The pressure is on us to come through and produce in game two. That's not just this. That's all. Anytime you lose a game in the series, you kind of put the monkey on your back. So again, it's still a series. It's a lot of basketball to be played. We can't dwell on what happened Saturday. We got to come out and play basketball tomorrow night.